Hey, Dimitri. Let's see here. So I've been trying to work on the shot blocking for the Quantint boss, and I'm trying to figure out a good way to do this. Um, and maybe, yeah, I think actually my instincts were correct. So what I'm going to do is I already recorded a version of this um, in terms of a replay. So let me open that up here in a second. But before we do that, let's take a quick look here. So la 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 la. So I just basically did a crude version of taking the texture that that you provided and with this really we're not in a Power 2 canvas. It's not a big deal, and I just started resizing it to sort of get where I thought we could probably get the like a good spot for the environment, right? I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think this is going to help us with proportions. So why don't I crack over to videos and then we'll because I think in order to do this, one is we're going to find the right size for the texture in the world, and maybe it doesn't need to be quite as big, or we can tile it up and break it out once we know kind of what we want to do with it. But also, let me take a look here. Is this the replay? Yeah, I think it's this. But also, it'll help us kind of push things around a little bit. So, all right. So let's see here. All right. Coo. All right. So I think so. As a side note, hopefully one day, Sunny will give us the ability to dynamically switch on and off the UI. It's already part of the level, but you can only set a level for that. You can't do it at runtime, not until he exposes it for us. But anyways, I digress. So I like. So I mean, I already showed the preview, but I like kind of where we're at with this here. I think the environment, we could probably make the environment maybe, I might scale it up to be a little bit bigger, but I do like the machinery. So I guess then a couple things here. Obviously, we'll have our soft gradient. I think one of the things we'll do is, and I'm just going to paint this over here. Give me some of these. So I think we can better center the image. That way we can have, it also maybe it's not a big deal, but I think with this, the deck could probably, this rotating sphere thing. How do I, there we go. Rotating sphere data bank right here. I think we could probably just move to the right just a little bit more to center it. I think what's happening for me here is now that you got an idea of how big I want Quantint to be in the background, because you don't really fight her in particular, but I do think what we can do is we can make the environment larger. So then this part of the screen is not visible. So we could maybe have little bits of the data streams here from this. We might want to keep it blocked, but I think let's try to make it a little bit wider. And I think the other side that we have here is, so with this machinery, I really like the machinery up here. And I think what we need to do is we need to push this machinery back further in the hard parts of the machinery back further into the environment. They can still take up quite a bit. I think we can probably bring the whole thing down just a little bit more. I really start to like how the connector arms, of course, are coming down. I don't think we should lose that, but I think what should happen is they should actually come more from the background. So then you have this bigger machine set in the distance, and then you can see here also, we're just concepting, right? So I think we've got we're still in this case where the brightness, we're going to work on that, right? And then also the perspective, right? We kind of talked about perspective with the last time we were working on this, where the walls of this big machine then go way further back in the distance, and then we'll have some scaling and whatnot. So, but I definitely like where we're at with that. So I already gave you the updates there. I think what we'll do is we'll kind of push the stuff around a little bit more. We'll probably need to widen it up a bit, but also now that I have this in Engine, we could also sit and sketch together and kind of figure out the right way to block the shots. But overall, I think I'm excited that this is starting. Like, this is cool, right? Like, if I even do it in runtime, and so what will happen here is turn the enemies back on, And the enemies. All right, cool. So yeah, you're shooting all the bad dudes, so they don't really pop in right there because they would be normally further out. But then you have these guys. Actually, this thing is. Yeah, because this is all designed now for them to spawn. So I need to start from at least here. All right. So, oh yeah. We'll ignore those other right shield mechs. Yeah, so you got this thing where we're coming back after those, and you got these guys here that you're shooting. It's pretty intense. These are fun. I think this is gonna be great for the drones. Ooh, I missed one there. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, cool. We have. Oh, I died. And then we have this. We're gonna have this thing that's gonna happen where now, like, pretty much those guys will fly away. You got a little bit of pause. It was probably about 5 or 6 seconds here. It was a long time, but we're gonna have this, like, we'll have the warning. We're gonna have the data stream itself, which is gonna be like right, and then you have this big, like, push up here, and it just keeps getting, you know, larger and larger, which I'm really excited about. So and in terms of, like, the reveal, you know, we already watched it, right? But I think this kind of, you know, and it's all very rough timing, but I think we're starting to achieve a chunk of what I was envisioning with this. I think this is going to be a really exciting reveal. Yeah. So I think that is pretty much it. Also, I think the camera doesn't reach completely. Yeah. So the camera, actually, I can overextend the camera there. Yeah, but anyways, I digress. So I think those are the main points of feedback. We're getting closer, and now I'm going to start blocking out the rest of the boss. So I'm just going to do it in like a gray box form, and then we can work on replacing that, because I need to think about mechanically how to attach enemies and what that looks like, and what the boss bar looks like, and all that. So, but we've got a plan for that, and I'm excited to keep jamming. So I'll get this up so you can see it, and we'll talk about it this Sunday. Thank you very much.